Hi everyone, welcome back to the I Don't Even Know podcast. I'm Em. I hope you all are doing well. Today I'm going to be talking about Gossip Girl Season 2, Episode 3, and I'm just going to jump right in because I am a week late recording this. And so the first thing I want to talk about is Monet, of course, the queen herself, the icon herself. I fucking love her. If you're not new to this, like my podcast and my Gossip Girl episodes, you know I love her. I fucking do. I'm not really agreeing with everything she's doing, or at least what she did last episode, but I still love her. And this episode, she was a bit better. I did agree with a lot of her things she did and a lot of her points. Mostly the one about queer baiting and that girl was queer baiting. I don't know, what was that girl's name? The one who was best friends with Grace. Okay, I remember now. I don't know why I blinked out, but her name is Tiff. Hopefully. I think that is right. I hope it is. I'm pretty sure. But I completely agree with everything she did with that and how she outed her. I mean, what's the point of queer baiting? I don't get it. Why would somebody do such a thing? It just pisses me off so much when I hear that people do that. Because I know quite a few people online have done it. And not even just influencers. I haven't heard of any influencers who've done it, to be honest. But I've heard random fan accounts have said stuff about that to get praise or something. I have heard quite a bit about that, and it just upsets me so much to see that, because people who are a part of the LGBT community have issues with coming out and have trouble coming out, and some people aren't supportive, and some of them have to go through a lot to accept it and to get accepted and everything, and it's hard for a lot of people. And the fact that she did it just to get praised or something is so stupid, because if you're a part of the LGBT community, it's hard for so many people, and the fact that she just did it to get more praise and everything is just so fucking stupid. I'm so glad Monet did that, and I'm so happy she drew the line at her compromising her identity. I'm so happy she did that, and I'm not really surprised. I always kind of thought that when it came to that, compromising her identity and just her identity in general, that she would take matters into her own hands and do something insane if somebody did something. And so I'm so proud of her and so happy that she did that. I know Obi wanted everything to go smoothly, but that girl deserved it. I would do the same thing. Probably, maybe I wouldn't do it like that because I don't know who I would tell, but I would out someone. And I think probably if someone I knew or I was friends with or wanted to date was queer baiting or something, I would say something about it to people, because you shouldn't do that. It's the wrong thing to do. No one should do that. So I'm happy that she did that and she outed her and everything. And also with Julian helping her and supporting her and fighting with Tiff and helping Monet fight with Tiff made me so happy, because I was kind of living for their rivalry. It was reminding me of Serena and Blair and everything, but I really like their friendship and I want them to be friends, because I think they're gonna be such an iconic friendship, and I'm living for them now that they're on better terms, and Julian's finally admitting she's not a great person and she fucks up, and I was kind of enjoying her trying to redeem herself, but I liked her more when she was kind of a bitch, just because when she was nice, you knew she was kind of being fake. I think she genuinely is a nice person, but she's not that nice. She does some shitty stuff to people, and so it was fake, and she was being fake. So I'm excited to see what happens next episode with them. It's because I want Julian to be nice to some people, but also be a bitch and be herself. I think being yourself is better than lying to everyone and being fake. And if you're a bitch, I mean, I would say just not own up to it, but just be a bitch. Be yourself. I don't know if that made any sense. I really hope it did. I'm trying to make the most sense here. But I think you should just be yourself, even if you're kind of a jerk or whatever. I think that's better than being fake. That's how I feel personally. But I don't know if that made any sense or if anyone will agree with me on that. But, that's how I feel. But I am really excited to see how they turn out and their friendship, because I am sad about the rivalry ending. It was kind of fun, and I'm sad it only left, or not left, lasted like 2 episodes. I think maybe 3. I think it was mostly 2, but like also 3. I don't know. I'm just sad it didn't last longer. Of course, I wanted them to be friends and kind of do like Serena and Blair friends, then not friends and rivalry, and then friends again. I kind of want that, but I wanted them to like do it halfway through the season. They become friends again. But if they're going to tear down some people together, I'll be here for it. Because I'm hoping now that they're on better terms and like Monet won't be sabotaging her, hopefully, that Luna and Monet will be on better terms again. Because if you're new, you don't know this, but if you are like have listened to my other episodes, I ship Monet and Luna a lot. And I'm desperate for them to get together. So hopefully that works out. I mean, I'm kind of intrigued. This episode probably was my favorite this season so far. I know it was only episode 3, but I did like it a lot more than the other one because it reminded me a lot of the original. And I said that last episode as well, that it reminded me because of the dinner and like it reminded me of the Thanksgiving episodes. But this just reminded me of a regular Gossip Girl episode because there was always chaos in like the original. I don't know if there was this much chaos, but there was always a lot of shit going on, like a lot of like, things going wrong. And just chaos, absolute chaos. And we had that this episode, which I love chaos in like shows. It's like really entertaining because, I get really into them and like shows and everything. And I like when shows kind of are just chaotic and everything because I can enjoy it more and I'm not like screaming my head off and like crying over someone dying. And it's like a breath of fresh air watching the show because it's not like Vampire Diaries and like all those shows. What else am I trying to think of? Pretty Little Liars, not like that either, which, I mean, it was chaotic, but it wasn't like this. And I always like a breath of fresh air with shows, if that makes any sense. Or like just getting a break and watching something chaotic. I think that's honestly why I liked Glee so much. Because don't get me wrong, that shit was stupid, but it was good at the same time, and it was chaos and chaotic, and I loved it. It was just pure chaos, and I loved it, and I haven't rewatched it recently because I cannot do that without crying anymore. But I think that's why I liked it so much, and I think that's why I like this show as well, like the reboot. The original, I think I just liked it because of the storylines and everything, and also the chaos. It was just so good. I mean, the reboot is good. Don't get me wrong. this is good, but it's never going to be like the original. It's just, the original was just too good. And, I get, the fashion, I think, is stepping up, and, I was going to say product, but that's not what I was thinking. The budget, that's what I was thinking of. I think they're stepping up their game with this, with this show. The reboot's better with that. But overall, with the storylines and, everything and the characters, Gossip Girl original. I don't know why I said Gossip Girl original, but the original is up there for that. I still, of course, I don't think it's ever going to be the original for me just because of how good it was. And it was just such an iconic, I was going to say era, but I literally watched it in a span of 4 months, I think. But it was just an iconic time and just an iconic show and everything of that. It was insane. So, yeah. Okay, that was my little thing about all of that. But yeah, I'm excited about Mona and Julian. I hope they end Grace, to be honest. I really hope they do. I was giving Grace her time. I said this before, I don't like Grace, or I don't hate her. I just she seems I was gonna say dry, but that's not what I said. I think she's just seemed bland or something. I think that's what I said, or boring. And there was just not much to her character. So I was hoping with this episode she would be better and we would have more to her character, and we were learning some things about her, which I kind of enjoy. I wanted to know more about her. I don't want to hate her. It would be nice if I liked her, but of course I don't. I really don't like her now, knowing that she's cheating on Obi. I don't like Obi. I don't. I'll make that clear for people who are new. I don't like him. He reminds me of Dan. I fucking hate Dan. But I don't want him to be cheated on. I don't hate him as much as I hate Dan, thankfully. And so I still don't want him to get hurt. That's the thing. I don't like him, but I don't want him to get hurt. I literally hate him, but still. And I don't condone cheating at all. It doesn't matter who you are and if I ship you or not. I'm not gonna, accept it and condone it if you, cheat on someone else to be with that person. in the future, when you break up with that person and then get together, I will like it, but when you cheat, it's a no. So I'm kind of hoping they out her for that, especially because I think she was cheating on him with the boy who spit on her mom. I think that was the same guy. It might not have been, but he looked familiar. I mean, if that's what you're into, I mean, go off. I'm not gonna judge, but still, damn. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people hated her mom because of some of the stuff she stood for, and I might hate her as well if I was in that show, because maybe I don't agree with what she like stood for or stands for or anything. I don't remember what she supports, so I'm not going to really talk about her that much. I'll talk about her later, but not that part, because I don't remember what she supported, and I might not agree with it. So we're just going to move on. Or not really move on, because I'm still going to talk about Grace. But, of course, with Grace, we had the Monet and Julian and Grace thingy. Like, not thingy, but, like, situation and everything of Julian wanted to be back on Obi's good side, and Monet wanted to be close to Tiff, so she was getting close to Grace. And I liked them hanging out. I thought it was really, like, interesting and fun to watch because they hate each other, like, Monet and Julian, and so seeing them kind of their rivalry while they were trying to get on Grace's good side, and Monet did a really good job at like the dress place, store, shop. She did really well. Like, she knew what she was doing. She knows how to do her shit, and that's why I love her. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she wants. She knows how to get on people's good side for the most part. Not really. I mean, she has done some stupid shit, but when she needs something done and wants something, she knows how to do it. And I respect that. I fucking love her. I'm gonna probably say that every episode. I fucking love her. What can we do about it? Literally nothing. I don't think I'll ever stop loving her unless she does something like really bad. But, you know, with that whole thing, we had like the dinner too, which Monet, I mean, she had her resources. She knew what she was doing. Like, the way her friends were literally on a call with her, telling her like, what to say about Grace, like making it seem like she knew her and like was interested, and Julian didn't know anything. I mean, that's good. Like, that's really smart. Like, honestly, that's such a good idea if like you need to get things done. Like, I mean, I don't think you should lie. I'll say that. But because it's a show, I mean, I'll give it to her. Like, I mean, you do you. You do what you gotta do. If it's in real life, I wouldn't support it probably, but it's a show. So, I mean, go off. Do what you gotta do. Everything. Like, I mean, that was really good. But I don't get why she literally left her phone, like, out on the table or something. I think she did. Or it was on the, like, seat next to her for, like, Julian to see it. Like, why would you do that? Like, what the fuck? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Like, you know she's gonna see it and turn it off. And I thought, honestly, that Monet doing that was kind of obvious that she was listening to someone, because she would kind of talk and, like, pause and be, like, with holding her, or her hand was, like, on her ear, near her ear, holding the headphone, being like, oh, yeah, and then, like, stopping and then being like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, are you not noticing that someone's literally telling her the answers? And, I mean, she still knew, oh my gosh, she still knew what she was doing when the phone got disconnected, when Julian disconnected the call. I mean, she pulled it off, and she was, like, going through, like everything with, like, Grace and her Instagram and everything, and I mean, she kind of fucked up Julian's chance of being on Always Good side, which I'm fine with. I mean, I think I don't even like Julian that much, but I think she deserves a little bit better than Obi, just because I don't like him, and I'm just gonna say that. But I kind of did feel bad for Julian in a way, just because I know she wanted to be back on Obi's good side and be friends with him again, and kind of have things back to normal, even though they won't be dating, just kind of like normal-ish, kind of. So I kind of felt bad for her, but I mean, she's did some stupid ass shit to Grace. I don't blame Grace for at the beginning for not wanting to hang out with them, and Obi also trying to get away from them. I mean, what they did was messed up, because I remember now, or part of it, that because they also said in the episode that Julian and Monet, or it was Julian's idea or it was Monet's idea, but they both, whoever it was, I don't know, but they both did it. They like got her on drugs and like filmed her like embarrassing like herself and like going crazy or something. I think that's what it was. So, I mean, I don't blame them for, like, being mad at her. I mean, I would be mad, too. If someone, like, did that to me, I would be probably pretty pissed off because, like, it's ruining her reputation. And now remembering or knowing, I don't even think I remembered this in the first place, but knowing who her mom is and that she's, like, politician, I think she's a politician. I mean, I might be completely wrong, so please correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember if she was a politician or not. She was something like that. I think she was something related to that, but please let me know in the comments if she was a politician or not. But now knowing, like, her mom has a reputation that can't be ruined, I get why it was a pretty bad situation, and that's why Grace probably shouldn't be friends with them, or she's not even friends with them, but friends with Obi, because, or not friends with Obi, dating Obi, just because drama follows him everywhere. Like, I mean, I live for drama, and I can't wait to see what happens with it. But if you want, like, a party to go well that Obi's invited to, maybe just don't even invite him. Like, kick him out. Like, have guards to stop his friends. Like, that's my suggestion. Even though I want the chaos, I want the drama, I want everything, I think that's the best thing to do, is kick him out or kick his friends out. I mean, also, the fact that the mom was blaming all that stuff on Obi kind of pissed me off because some of it was not his fault, or most of it wasn't his fault. Monet and Julian and Tiff fighting, that was not his fault. Them, why did I forget their names for a second? Max, Audrey, and Aki, and Max's friends, like, running around high on drugs. That wasn't his fault either. I mean, I don't like him, but I'll say it. Like, I kind of felt bad for him. Like, it wasn't his fault. And the way he, like, took the blame, like, yes, those are his friends. Those are his friends. But he did not cause that. He tried to get everyone to stop. And also Zoya crashing into something and they got all mad at him. Like, come on, that probably happens to everyone. I mean, I probably would have done the same thing on accident. Like, I run into things all the time, and I knock things over all the time, but not on purpose. Like, what the fuck? Like, why was that, like, blamed on him? I don't get it. But then back to Grace really quickly before I move on. I want to say I don't blame her for getting upset and walking out. Like, when Monet got upset that she wouldn't set her friends up, or her Monet up with Tiff, because she's like, oh, friends don't do that. Like, I get it. It's like, that kind of was insensitive. That was not the best way to put it. But, I mean, I still support Monet because I love her and I don't like Grace. So I was okay with it, but I get what she, like, why she was upset. Like, of course, I think everyone would be upset if, like, someone did that to them and, like, didn't actually want to be their friend. So, I mean, I get it. Like, I don't fucking support her and I hate her even more for cheating, but, you know, I really hope next episode it's, like, gonna blow up in her face and there's gonna be drama with her and someone's gonna out it, because I want her mom to see that Obi's not just the problem, that it's her daughter too, because now that would be good. That would be great. And also, I don't really want Obi and Grace together because I don't like them together. I don't even think they have chemistry. I mean, maybe next episode I'll, like, pay attention to them more. Whenever they pop up on screen, I really don't give a shit, so I'm kind of, like, not really watching. Like, I am paying attention kind of because I need to know, like, what's going on, so I know the story and everything. But I usually don't, like, really care when they show up, so I listen, but I don't really pay attention, if that makes any sense. Like, I listen, but I'm not really watching. I'm, like, probably looking at something else. But I would like them to break up just because I want her gone. Like, the actress, she's really pretty. Like, I don't know anything about the actress, but she's gorgeous. I mean, I'll say that. But I don't like the character, and I want her gone. I know they can't kill her, because if it was like Vampire Diaries, I would literally say, can they kill her? But because they can't, because it's Gossip Girl. I mean, I'm pretty sure they did kill someone in Gossip Girl, the original. Like, oh yeah, Georgina and Serena. Why did I forget her name for a second? I'm pretty sure they accidentally killed someone. I think. And I'm pretty sure other people have died on the show. I mean, can they pull something like that? Like, I remember when I watched that episode for the first time. I think it was episode 15 or 16 that it was, like, Serena said that she killed someone. I remember losing my mind because I, like, literally went to bed right after that. And I wanted to watch another episode. Of course, I didn't. Like, I watched it the next day. But I was, like, sitting there, I think, in my bed or on my chair, like, just staring at the wall for, like, solid 10 minutes. Like, what the fuck did I just witness? Like, I don't want to stop. Of course I did. Watched it the next day. Great thing. That was fucking fun to watch. That was very stressful as well. But a part of me wants them to do something like that and bring that into the show because, like, Gossip Girl had some insane shit going on. Like, they had some serious, insane, like, storylines that I think the reboot needs to do. Or, like, not copy them, but do something like it and something serious. Not just chaos. Even though, like I said, I'm living for it. I want something deeper. And I want, like, to see something deep and, like, meaningful. I think I'm pretty sure, other than that killing thing, I'm pretty sure Chuck had depression. I think that's what it was. And didn't he almost, like, jump off a building or something after his dad died? I'm not 100% sure if I'm right. I know he stood on a roof, like on the edge of a roof, yelling that he's Chuck Bass. I don't remember exactly if that was because his dad died, but I remember he was going through it and he had a rough time and he, like, really wasn't doing well. And so I kind of want them to do something like that, but not exactly, just change it up just so we get something serious, because I don't think we've ever had, like, yet. I mean, it's only season 2, but I don't think we had a serious topic yet. And I always like when shows, like, talk about something serious or have a serious topic. So, I mean, I really hope that works. I really hope that happens. I mean, what else? I'm trying to think of, like, other topics Gossip Girl did, like, the original, before I move on to the next thing. I know they did pregnancy scare. Or, no, it wasn't even scare. She was pregnant, and then she got into a car crash, and the baby died. Yeah, now, that, I don't think they'll do that, because that's too specific. But if one of them gets pregnant, I'm low-key down for that. I don't know why I'm thinking about the fact that Audrey might get pregnant. I don't know why I think Audrey's gonna get pregnant, like, by Max. That's what I think, and I don't know why I think that. I just think that Max and Audrey are gonna end up together instead of Aki, Audrey, and Max, which I really don't want that to happen because I love the 3 of them together. I really ship them, but there's just something about Audrey and Max that's, like, telling me that they're going to get together, just the 2 of them. I just think, not that they have more chemistry, I mean, they all do, but just from the trailer, kind of, but also the scenes, you could tell, like, it was kind of them together, like, snuggling, holding hands, or whatever. And they all were, but it was mostly them. I don't know if I made any sense there, but I think it's gonna be them. I think that's gonna happen to at least, like, it's gonna happen, not at least, it's gonna happen, but it might not even be Audrey and Max. I think it will be them, but honestly, it might be Aki and Max. I don't think it's gonna be Audrey and Max. I think they're gonna be done for. I mean, they were kind of cute in season 1, like, I'll give it to them, like, they were kind of cute, but I honestly think that Audrey and Max and Aki and Max have more chemistry, like, those 2. I mean, they all have really good chemistry together, like, all 3 of them together, but I think if we're talking about, if, like, they break up and 2 of them get together, I think it'll be either, like, one of those 2, I don't know. I think it's not gonna last as much as I want it to. I don't think it's gonna last. I think, like, halfway through the season, I think they're gonna do something insane. Like, I think they always do that. I mean, they did that last season, kind of ish. Oh wait, yeah, I just thought of this. Julian's dad was a rapist. I mean, that was a pretty serious storyline. So forget what I said about they haven't done anything serious. They did. I mean, they didn't really go into it that much, I don't think. Maybe they did. I just don't remember it that much. I don't know, even when I watched it. I don't know why I don't remember that much about it. But I don't think it was, like, it was a big storyline, but I don't think they talked about it, like, much, or, like, it was held on for that long. I think they found out, or Julian found out, Gossip Girl found out. It was, like, like a big thing, and I think Julian tried to talk to someone about it, and then the dad left. I think I might be completely wrong. Like, don't quote me on this. I'm probably wrong. I mean, I don't really remember a lot about season 1. I remember parts of it. Just something left, like, my memories of watching the first season completely left my brain. Not sure why, but I do remember that. So that was a serious storyline, but I want them to do more like that, because that storyline was so insane. Like, I remember watching it and being in shock, like, watching it, and, like, Julian finding out. I was just sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, this is so upsetting. But they need to do stuff like that in the show. Like, it can't be all just chaos. I mean, it's good that I like it being that, so I get, like, a break from everything, but they need to do something serious, like the Gossip Girl. Or not the Gossip Girl, the original Gossip Girl did. Like, they did some serious ass shit, like I said. And I want the reboot to do more. I mean, at least they did one. I just remembered that they did that. And I'm happy they did that. But I want another one this season. Like, another serious topic that's, like, held out for almost the whole entire season. Because I think they need that. I think that will bring so much more to the show. And, like, make it more like the original. And I know it's not the original, so it's never going to be kind of like that, but I still think it will make it even better if they do some shit like that and do some serious, like, storyline like Gossip Girl did. I don't remember any other storylines that the original did besides, like, the car crash, the wedding. That wasn't really serious, but that was a mess. That was a fucking shit show. That completely left my memory for a second until I thought about it. Like, that was insane. Oh, and also, Chuck, I'm pretty sure, killed his dad, which I didn't blame him. I hated the dad. And, like, yeah, that too. I mean, I really hope they do some shit like that and do this insane storyline. I mean, of course, like I said, they already did, like, the storyline about Julian's dad being a rapist, and which I don't know. I think I said I was glad they did it just for, like, recognition and because they needed a big storyline, even though, like those storylines break my heart because it's so upsetting that this is the world we live in and this happens so many times. But I always like when they put it in shows because it spreads awareness. And it just shows how, like, serious this show actually can be, and it's not all just fun and, like, gossip and everything, that, like, shit happens. I really hope that made sense. So, like, I liked that, but I kind of want them to do someone getting killed. I think that would be insane as well. I think they need that because they did that a couple of times in Gossip Girl. Like, people got killed. I mean, not all of them were on purpose, but... Or, like, people were threatened and almost died. I'm pretty sure Blair almost got pushed off, or was, like, someone was about to kill Blair at one point. I think that was a whole situation. So, I'm hoping that they do some killing, like, thing. I really hope they do that because that would just add so much more and add so much more chaos. But, yeah, okay. Anyways, that's what I want in the show. So, now, back to this episode. Sorry I got off track. I just wanted to say that. I don't know now I don't even remember why I was talking about that. But the next thing I want to talk about is Max, Audrey, and Obi. Even though I kind of did talk about them a little bit ago, saying that I think they're going to break up and two of them are going to get together. But just with this episode, you know, I liked it, them together this episode, because they're finally official, or they always been official, or they have been for, like, the beginning of the first 2 episodes, but they're finally, like, out and everyone knows, even though it has been like bumping down Max's star rating or whatever that is, or, like, popularity or reputation. Not really sure what the star rating or whatever that was for. I don't remember, like, that, and I don't even know what that was in the first place. I think, like, Monet was doing some shit like that, like, making people rate, like, other people. I think that's what it was, but I might be wrong. But the fact that Max's, like, star rating or whatever it was going down because he was in a relationship and now everyone finds him boring just pisses me off, because I know people liked hooking up with him, but people being in a relationship doesn't mean they're boring, especially when they go, like, from hooking up with a lot of people to finally being in a happy relationship. That doesn't mean they're boring. It should be a good thing, and I think his stars should go up because that's a good thing that's a good thing, and I'm happy for him. Like, I mean, I would give him a full star rating. I don't even know if you can do that. I don't even understand the rating star thing, like, situation. I don't remember anything. I don't even think I understood it in the first place. But the fact that that was happening pissed me off. I mean, like, I get people want to hook up with him, but maybe be happy for them. I mean, you should be happy if, like, someone's in a happy relationship. I mean, you want to be happy, I assume. Don't you want, like, other people to be happy? Like, I mean, I know not everyone does, but still, I think they should, because he seems happy, he's doing well, and that just pissed me off. But I'm happy that Audrey, like, thought of, like, throwing a party, like a drug party thing, so Max's reputation could go back up. That was really smart. I mean, he does know how to throw a party. I'm not even sure if he threw a party in the first season, but I know he just does. I mean, I don't remember if he ever did, but still, he knows how to do it. And Audrey knew what she was doing. Like, my girl knew how to plan that shit. I fucking love her. I'm so happy she, like, took over and it's like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna handle it. Like, don't worry about it. I got it. Like, that made me so happy seeing her help him like that. Because I really, like, loved them together. I mean, I love all three, but, like, Max and Audrey, I really don't hate the idea of them getting together in the future, because I'm pretty sure Aki does some stupid shit, which I'll talk about in my theories, when I talk about my theories in a bit. But that just made me happy. And the way that she got the drug people to, or drug dealers or whatever they were, to, like, give them their best stuff instead of those other people who were throwing a party because they would pay double. I mean, I do think in the first place they should just give him the best stuff because he's been a loyal customer, like Audrey said. But I mean, do what you gotta do. Like, I mean, they heard extra money and they were like, yeah, we'll do it. I mean, I get that. I get the hustle. I mean, I'm broke, but you don't see me doing that. I literally just don't get money until the holidays. That's how I deal with it. Or just clean the house so I get money. But, I mean, I enjoyed everything with them, to be honest. Like, Aki, what were his scenes? I don't even remember his scenes, to be honest. He had a scene with Obi, which I kind of do like. It's their friendship. I mean, I don't even remember them being friends in season 1, which, of course, that doesn't surprise me because I don't remember anything. But I did like that, and I love the three of them together. I really do. So I'm excited. And, like, them at the party, they look so good, and I love seeing them out and open, and, like, telling people that they're dating, and also Max's buddies from, I don't know if it was camp, I don't even remember what it was from, but that whole thing was really entertaining to watch, to be honest. Like, I enjoyed that whole situation. It was a lot of fun. I don't know why. Just trying to get them to do drugs or get high. I think that's what they were doing. Clearly, as you can tell, probably, I know nothing about drugs. Like, I really don't. So, I don't know what they were taking. I don't know what it does. I don't know if they were, like, high or just on drugs. I don't know if there's a difference. I mean, I literally know nothing, and I'm so fucking sorry. I don't know anything about this kind of shit. I just don't. So, I don't really know what's going on. I think when you're on drugs, you get high. Or is that might just be completely different. So don't quote me on that. Who the fuck knows? Please let me know in the comments. I want to know because they do shit like this all the time. So I would like to know in the future. But, like, the way that they refused to take drugs, even though that's what they used to do, like, was funny because they were like, oh, we changed, we're, like, better now, which clearly was not true because they gave in after that, whatever that video Max showed them was. I don't know what that was. I don't want to know from, like, what I heard them watching, like, those noises. Like, no thank you. Please never show that. I hope they never show that. And I mean, they gave in. It had to be a good video. Part of me kind of wants to know what it was just because they gave in and were like, okay, like, we'll do it. So, I mean, it had to be good, whatever the fuck that video was. I'm kind of scared just thinking about it because of that noise. Like, it was like they were moaning, which that just makes me so uncomfortable when people moan in shows, like when they're having sex or something. It just makes me so fucking uncomfortable, and I don't want to know what to do with myself. So I honestly think it's probably they were having sex or something, like all of them. I mean, I hope it wasn't all of them. I mean, if it was, I mean, go off, do what you gotta do. I won't judge. But damn, like, I don't really want to know what the video was, but then I also do, but then I'm scared. But yeah, and then they literally were running around the party or event or whatever it was, insane. Like, I think they were shirtless. They might have had their pants off and just were wearing underwear. I don't remember. But that was fun to watch. And I love how Julian took one to, like, live it up and be like, okay, I'm back to my, like, normal kind of bitchy self. I'm not perfect. Like, let's have fun. I enjoyed that. That whole thing, like, was a lot of fun to watch. I really hope next episode, like, we get more of just Aki, Audrey, and Max as a couple, not, like, at events, or, like, not with other people. I kind of just want to see more of their relationship evolving and see how that goes, because I'm really interested. But yeah, that was fun as fuck. Yeah. And then the next thing I want to talk about is Zoya and her dad, which, you know, if you watched last episode, you know that I'm mad at Nick. I think I might have said I hate him now, which I do. But the fact that Zoya, like, kind of forgave him so quickly pissed me off, because she said she wasn't going to talk to him, I think, and then she was just talking to him next episode, and they were on better terms. And I felt bad for Shan, like, the way that she doesn't want to, like, stay at, like, Zoya's house, because I think it was because her dad. It might have been some other reason she wants to stay, like, them to stay at her house. I felt bad for her, because, like, the dad's a bitch, and, like, she didn't deserve that. She's genuinely such a nice friend, and I really like her, and I really like their friendship. I feel bad for her, like, that dad was such a jerk to them. And, I mean, just the dad's being awful. The way that Zoya didn't even believe that that Shan was telling the truth and her dad was lying. I mean, I get that that's your dad. I get that. But I honestly would trust Shan more, just because your dad's been low-key a dick recently. So I would trust Shan. I mean, I get that. Like, I'm not Zoya. I'm not in her position, but I would trust her. And I get why Zoya was upset about how Shan asked her dad if there have been, or not, like, she asked her dad to check if there have been any, like, promotions recently at the office, or if her dad was lying. And of course he was. I mean, that doesn't really surprise me, because he's also lying about, I don't know, I completely forgot his name, but Julian's dad is paying for the apartment. So, I mean, wait till, Zoe's probably gonna find out next episode, so that's gonna go to shit as well. But, you know, just with that whole thing, and, like, the way that Zoe didn't trust her right away pissed me off. I mean, I get that it's your dad and you want to trust your dad. And if I, like, was watching season 1 and this was happening in season 1, I think I would believe the dad, not Shan, just because I'm pretty sure the dad was more trustworthy in season 1. I think I liked the dad in season 1. Might have not. I mean, who the fuck knows? I don't remember. But I get why Zoe didn't want to trust her. But, I mean, it's your friend. Like, why would your friend lie about that? And I get, like, you would think, why would my dad lie about that? But honestly, I think the bigger question is, why would your, like, best friend lie about that? I mean, if they're a true best friend, they won't lie. So, you know, that's how I think. Or not think. That's how I feel with that. But then she found out, of course, that her dad didn't get a promotion, because she called her off the office, and her dad lied about being in a case or a trial or whatever it was all day. He was at a job interview with Monet's dad, which is insane to me. Like, okay, I love Monet. Don't really like her parents. I hate her. I really don't like her mom. Don't know much about her dad. Don't remember much, you know. So, but I get why Zoe was upset that her dad took the job with, like, Monet's dad. It's upsetting. I get that. I don't even know what her dad does. I mean, clearly the fact that, like, Nick lying to, like, the other job offer person, like, other person, like, offering him a job, I think, and was lying to people about it, and that made Monet's dad want him more to be, like, working with him. That's just a red flag. I mean, that's just bad. I mean, I get why she's pissed off. But also, I'm so happy she went to the not the dam, but I'm so happy she went to, like, the event, because Zoya looked good. I fucking love the actress. I'm pretty sure her name is Whitney, I think. I might be completely wrong, but I love her. She's so fucking pretty. So I'm happy she went, just so we could see her and see how good she looks. I mean, she looks good in every episode, but that look, that was a look. Like, that look was a look. That outfit, hair, makeup, everything was great. I enjoyed it. I loved her. I loved it. And then the way that Shan now knows that her dad's lying about, like, the dad paying or not telling them that Julian's dad's literally paying for their apartment is insane. Like, why would you take a call or go into your daughter's room? Or he wasn't technically in there when he was on the phone, but why go near it? Why don't you just go in your room so no one will hear? Like, I really hope Shan tells her soon. I think she lied to her. I don't think she actually did tell her, but that might have been just the cliffhanger. I don't think I got that wrong. I might be thinking of, like, something completely different, but I think there was a scene after, like that she didn't tell her about it, or it was the cliffhanger. Honestly, I don't even remember what the cliffhanger was. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm tired. I'm so fucking sorry. Okay, but then the last thing I want to talk about, hopefully, I think this is the last thing, I might forget, but the last thing I want to talk about is Max, I think that's his name, and Kate. I really hope that's his name. Actually, no, it's not Max. Wait, what the fuck? I think it's Mike. Why did I say Max? That's Max Wolf. That's not the new teacher. I think his name is Mike. I'm gonna say it's Mike until someone corrects me in the comments. If I am wrong, please do. Please tell me if I'm wrong. I would love to know. But I'm pretty sure it's Mike. So with that, now I'm very confused because I for sure thought he was going to be a love interest for her. They were going to hook up. I still think they're going to hook up. But the way he's trying to figure out who Gossip Girl is now is insane. So he's lying pretty much. Not really. Maybe he doesn't know that Kate's Gossip Girl. I honestly don't think he does. I think he's just, like, talking to her and trying to get answers because Gossip Girl knows everything. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. But I kind of think that he's talking to Georgina. I really do. I don't know why I think he is. But because she's coming up, or not coming up, but because she's in the upcoming episodes, I think, hopefully next episode. I mean, I really want to see her. But just because I know she's going to be in the season, she's probably trying to figure out who Gossip Girl is, because she was Gossip Girl at one point, which was very fun. That was a fun storyline. That was great. I really loved that. Don't remember what season that was, but it was great. So I really think it's Georgina. I don't know his, like, ties with Georgina. I hope that made sense. I don't know, like, how he knows her. Like, that's the thing. I don't think that's her husband. I'm pretty sure her husband will be a little older, and I just don't know who her husband was in the first place. I know she had one because she has a kid who was in the first season, and I think she had a kid, like, in the show as well, because she lied to Dan about, like, that being she lied to Dan that was his kid. I'm pretty sure I'm right. So that was a fun ass storyline as well. That was a fun time. That was chaotic as fuck as well. So I do think it's him. Like, I think he's talking to her. Don't think that it's the husband. And so it could be, like, this random guy that just knows her from something. I mean, who the fuck knows? If it's not Georgina, I will kind of be surprised, because I just really think it's her. Don't know why, but it just makes sense to me that it would be her. And then, of course, with Kate, we had, like, the new headmistress, who I think she knows now that Kate told Gossip Girl about, like, the other headmistress, and she, like, didn't care. Or I think she told someone, at least. I don't know. I hate Kate because it pissed me off that she's, like, literally Gossip Girl and she's a fucking teacher. But, you know, I don't know what's gonna happen next with her. Like, I really liked the storyline. Like, this episode with her dad, I thought it was really interesting. I mean, I kind of want to know more about her backstory, like, especially with her dad knowing that he, like, got drunk, or no, not got drunk. He, like, had something going on. Like, the girlfriend said that she knew about it, and then he got really drunk, and, like, was drunk driving, and she knew the drill and everything because she's done it before and got him out of it before. Like, that makes me want to know more about her character, and especially about her childhood and just her, like, teenage years, because I mean, I want to know more. Like, that's just kind of interesting to me, and I really hope they tell us more. I mean, I was really excited to see the dad because I just want to know more about her backstory and what would make her think about doing this in the first place. Like, I get she wanted to get, not really revenge, but, like, she was mad at the students, but still, there has to be another different eating. She has to have like this dark personality in her to make her do that in the first place. I mean, maybe she doesn't. I mean, who knows? It might just be because she just wants to get back at the kids, but that is like really bad. Who the fuck knows? I don't know if I'm making any sense here, but I really hope they do something with that. And I'm happy that Mike was there to see like that she's kind of a good person-ish, and like what she did for her dad and try to make everything perfect. Like I really did like that whole thing. But the fact that the girlfriend left her dad was really sad. Like, damn. Like, I get it. Like, I get like it was bad, like what he did was bad, like don't drunk drive, like please don't. But I felt bad for him because he, like the next day, I think he kind of knew what happened, maybe didn't, but he seemed so happy, and it made me like really sad just because he seems like such a nice guy. I mean, it just makes me sad. But I really hope we see more of her backstory, just of what he was talking about, like with, I think her mom dying. I think that's what they said. They might have said something else, but yeah, I really hope we see more of that. And then the last thing, actually, now it's the last thing I'm going to talk about with this episode. I completely forgot about this. But Grace's mom, I kind of brought her up, I think, but I want to talk about her and Obi, like their final scene, because she literally told him to like not execute. I don't think that's what she said, but literally take like a friend out of his life. And it was literally Julian, which I wasn't surprised. I kind of thought that it was going to be Julian just when she said that, because, well, that is his ex, but also I think she probably is the most drama, or has the most drama. Not really. I mean, she doesn't do like stupid stuff, or no, she does. Like, I think Monet, like now, was involved with the most drama. But I think overall, with everything, it's Julian, because I think Grace's mom knows Julian and Obi were together. Probably knows that Julian was the one to like set her up with like the drugs in that one video. Maybe. I mean, who the fuck knows? Who knows if I'm making any sense there as well. But honestly, I want to see how they do that, because there's no way that he's gonna avoid her forever. Like, there's something is gonna happen. Like, that's gonna like have them either get back together, hook up, or just get them to talk and be friends again. So yeah, I'm excited for next episode. And then my theories for next episode are, I don't know, I'm trying to think. I know Charlie XCX is in next episode, which I'm kind of excited for that, because I really like Charlie XCX. Her new album, or not new, it came out, technically it's not really new, kind of, it came out this year, but the album's called Crash, and it's so fucking good. Like, let me just tell you, it's really good. I like really enjoy it. Or not enjoy it, enjoyed it. Like, I still listen to it a lot, so I'm really excited to see why she's here. And then I also think that Georgina is going to be in this episode. I don't know why, just something is telling me that she's going to be in this episode, and I really hope she is, because I love her. I've grown to like her so much, because I think I talked about this in like the last, or maybe the last episode, or the first episode, that I hated her in season 1, or pretty much through the whole show, until season 6, I think. I started liking her in season 5, but season 6 was the turning point. Like, I started loving her, and she became one of my favorites. Never became like, never was on the level of Blair, like, for me, but she's an icon. I fucking love Georgina. Cannot wait to see her. So I'm excited. I hope it's next episode. Clearly I'm excited. I said that like multiple times. But then I also think Julian and Monet are gonna team up again and like really like dominate someone. Probably Grace. I think they're gonna do something to Grace, or maybe do something even worse to Tiff. So again, like I said before, yeah, I'm excited. But that's the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. Sorry this was a mess. I'm like so stressed out right now. Like, I have finals next week, and I'm literally a wreck. Like, I'm a mess. I'm literally gonna like have a panic attack any second. But I wanted to do this before next week, also because I'm a week behind. I've been meaning to record this for the last few days, and I also wanted to get this out before episode 5 comes out. I mean, I wanted to get this episode out before 4, but of course that did not happen. But my next episode hopefully will be out soon. I mean, I can't guarantee anything right now because I have finals, of course, and that's my priority. But I'm hoping it won't be too long. I'm going to try my best to get one out soon. I mean, I can't, of course, but like I said, I can't guarantee anything. But again, thank you guys so much for listening. Sorry this was a mess and chaotic as usual. And I'll hopefully see you guys soon.